For Her Safety, The Knight Brothers, Book 2. Written by Dria Andersen. Narrated by Dria Andersen and J.A. Marcs. 1. Mila. So many people. Mila clutched her daughter Soraya's hand tightly as they maneuvered through the throng of shoppers searching for bargains. Between the 4th of July and the Christmas and July sale, the department store was packed. What was supposed to be a quick outing to get more stuff for their new home had turned into something totally different. It was strange to see both swimsuits and Santa hats sold at the same time. Her daughter Soraya had been fascinated with it all, skipping through the decorations covering the home section. She assumed her daughter would get tired after a little while, but no, Soraya had excitedly taken in every detail. Knight's was one of the largest freestanding department stores in Eastfield. The interior always reminded her of movies from the 50s. Gold accents, shiny mahogany floors, and large ornate columns had an old-school feel that she and her daughter loved. They had been in Eastfield for 6 months, and her daughter was always asking to come into the store. She didn't know what about the place drew her, but Soraya loved everything about it. Mila smiled absently as her daughter chattered next to her about their finds and all the ways she would decorate their new house. She was on high alert, her gaze bouncing around the store as they made their way around the escalator and toward the exit. Mila couldn't shake the feeling of them being watched. She was probably being paranoid. Not that she didn't have a reason to be. Her late husband's family was after her and her daughter. Ever since Seth's death, they'd been steadily getting more aggressive with her, demanding she give her daughter back to the family. Finally, she'd followed her friend's advice and moved way across the country. The East Coast was different than the Midwest, that was for sure. Florida in particular. It was a lot wilder out here than she'd anticipated. Her friend Helen was here, and since Mila didn't have family, moving close to her friend had been ideal. Helen had promised that her husband would keep them safe. Mila had never depended on anyone before, and she likely wouldn't start now, but it had felt reassuring. She'd felt at home from the moment they'd arrived, and Soraya had said she felt settled here. She and her daughter would be fine. They just needed to keep an eye out for Seth's family. After all, there was no way the Robinsons knew where they were. At least, not yet. She'd been so careful. It was a risk coming to Eastfield, especially since they were from here, but according to her friend, the Robinsons were banned from the city, so she should be safe. They'd been cooped up.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?